Right, good afternoon everybody. As we've already seen going under the bridges, and as we go up the river you'll see a lot of sort of industrial heritage. When people think of this area of the River Forth, they're thinking about a very human landscape, but at the same time there's also some really spectacular nature that you can find in this area.
It's a bit of a hidden and possibly a bit of a forgotten landscape. And I think as a result, it's been sort of left off the map a bit. So our aim is to put it back on the map.
There's a lovely mosaic of habitats throughout the inner Forth, one of which is Black Devon Wetlands. Kind of wandering down a track thinking this doesn't look very hopeful, past the pylons, there's an old tile factory. And then you just kind of follow the track down and suddenly it opens up. And you've got these open areas of grassland and then come a little bit further across our boardwalk to the viewing screen. It's just how quickly the site has responded to the work that we've done, how quickly it's settled down, and it kind of all looks like it's just always been here now.
We've spent a few weeks coming down here and looking around the wetlands at different times, but what you guys haven't seen is the change that's taken place over the last year or so. We're just across the road from the Black Devon Wetlands. They're sandwiched between the River Forth and us. That's yours, is it? Right, come on guys, let's go. We've run different activities down at the Black Devon Wetlands. We've engaged with a bunch of different partner agencies like the RSPB. Do you guys know there was an aircraft factory just along there?
Really?
100 years ago. It's about kind of embedding in the child's conscience the idea of that wetland as a resource for them and their families for the rest of their lives. We're getting support to deliver learning experiences that we can't deliver in school.
I've spoken to lots of people who just didn't realise that that old building covered in ivy and growth was that significant. But working with Historic Environment Scotland, we've been able to strip that back. People can now see it. People are asking, hold on a minute, what is this building? And when you start telling them that this was the first industrial distillery in Scotland, it gives a lot of significance to this place that local people just drove past every single day and just hadn't even questioned what was there. It's adding a piece of visual heritage to that landscape that previously wasn't there.
And there is no longer any reason for a new coal mine to be a blot on the landscape. The men are drawn from the surrounding villages, and the old...
We're high up because we're on top of a coal bin, which is the spoil from the old coal industry. There used to be mining pits here. Flin Bing today is a lovely green area with colourful wildflowers, fresh air, birdsong, and back in the coal mining days it would have been a big, black, bleak landscape, no wildlife around. For the Inner Forth, this is a very important site because we actually have an open, rich habitat here with flora-rich species grassland. And I would say that I do meet a lot of ex-coal miners who remember this place from when it was bleak and black, and they love this place now to come and walk and just chill out and enjoy the fresh air.
And now, here in Scotland, is the pithead of the New World, right in the heart of the countryside.
I think people have appreciated the opportunity to come and speak to experts and practice their skills out in the field, and also network with other people in the local area, which has been something that's really nice to see. I just feel extremely lucky to be part of such an amazing, diverse programme. I've actually learnt so much from the volunteers that we work with, and I'm continuing to learn all the time.
You see the landscape and whatever you're painting in a completely different way. The area is just full of potential. You just wonder where a morning's gone when you're sitting with a painting easel there. I started off with watercolours. IFLI was the one that sparked it, and this is the great thing about IFLI, that it gives you a feel, gives you the opportunity of trying something out.
There's always wildlife close where we live, but sometimes you tend to ignore it. remember taking a picture of a flock of lapwings with Grangemouth in the background, so the smoky chimneys and the birds come together in the landscape in a sort of way. It is unique.
It's the cement that holds communities together, is their heritage.
IFLI have given us the tools and given us the opportunity of learning. But I think it's really breathed new life and awakened the whole area and people's interest.
Having that understanding, having that knowledge is hugely important, because that's the only way we're going to get a place like this protected.
And you've got so many people now interested not just in the natural history, but in the cultural history, the archaeology of the Inner Forth. They're excited about it, and yeah, hopefully that will continue after the project finishes.
Also, with the line code, major ships right into the harbour.